Alright. Thanks for this, Maya. I definitely appreciate it. All that awaited me at the end of the forest was the dream room. If Alice would be anywhere, it'd be in this awkward but cheerful room. Hello! The music, just as I thought. Alice was here, like always. Well, I decided to jump back in. What's so weird about me coming here? Because you, and the waking up, and the dream, and the hive, and... It looked like Alice couldn't believe I was here. I grabbed her by the hand. Does it matter? More importantly, Alice, did you forget your promise? On Christmas, you said you'd go on a date with me. But what? Don't tell me you intend to back out on our promise, you know. You're damn right. There's no reason I wouldn't want to. Now come on, let's go. Fuck it. Still holding her hand, I started walking toward the doors. Alice's hand didn't feel anything like Maya's. I was surprised I could hold it, even though holding hands made me uncomfortable. Ooh. What, holding hands? Is it too lewd? How so? If I don't force you to come with me, you'll break your promise again, won't you? Alice fell silent and followed me. She's like, you right. We stood in front of the doors. I don't know. A little bit of everything, really? Not really listening to Alice's responses or complaints, I pulled out a key out of my pocket. Oh, it was a key that carried with it the scent of nightmare flowers. A key that allowed you to have the dream you wanted. Oh, God. Say what you want, Alice. It doesn't matter. Completely ignoring Alice's bewilderment, I inserted the rose-shaped key. A sweet smell wafted out from the crack between the doors. It was the subtle smell of flowers and forest and dirt, the smell of the place Maya and I had parted ways for the last time. Come on, let's go. Alice hesitated. Don't hesitate, show no mercy, do what must be done. But I pulled her through the door anyway. Jesus, not even a chance to respond. Just let's do this. Oh, God. It's fucking plants. We thought we were out, but we're back in. We're always back in. As usual, the town was infested with dream plants. I had come here using that key, so it couldn't be helped. Following me, Alice descended into this dream as well. She landed softly and stood next to me. You expected it to be crazy? Oh, come on. Just what kind of dream were you imagining? One of them weird dreams, huh? I wouldn't mind that, but don't you think it'd be a little too sudden? I mean, that you and I have hardly ever hung out together, right? Barely. Alice's expression became just a tad gloomy. I knew why. In the repeating dream, we had hung out in the same places in the same ways over and over already. But I pretended not to notice. Although I would have liked to go to the beach and see you in your swimsuit. Oh, hey, I would have. Yeah, but that doesn't matter. In a swimsuit? Come on. This and that are separate things. And I didn't get a good look at you back then anyway. Oh, we got a good look. Well then, should we go get something to eat? Before we went around and ate sweets, but we haven't had an actual meal together. Come along, Missy. You're so gloomy. Did you eat too many sweets in that room so you aren't that hungry?
そんなことない。ないけど。さ。
Oops, I accidentally clicked. Son of a bitch. When I look back at her, Alice still had an incredulous expression on her face.
本当にいいの？私とデートなんてしてさ。
Why wouldn't it? Just so we're clear, Alice, we're going on this date no matter what you say.
なんで？
We're doing this. You're the one who promised. What's wrong with making good on that promise, huh?
さきちゃんがいいよって言ったらって言わなかったっけ？
And I'll force her to go okay it, so it's fine. Force her, huh?
強引だ。
Force Saki to do anything? Of course. That's because I want to go on a date with you. I looked straight into her eyes as I said this, making her blush and look away.
しょうがないな。だけど、女の子を無理やりデートに連れてくとか。普通そんなことしても、相手嫌がると楽しくないよ。
That'd be really, really awkward. If that's how it goes, then that's fine. If it's not fun, then I'll take the blame.
何それ?
Because this was probably our last chance. But there was no point saying that here. Making sure Alice had fun was the only thing on my mind. Come on, Alice. I reached out my hand.
しょうがないな。
Feels Alice, man. This time Alice took it. Okay, date time. Excellent. Oh, the shopping area. First, we had lunch. Then again, I didn't know whether it was day or night, but that was the norm with lucid dreams. It was Saki's favorite, or rather the place I took her to when trying to butter her up. It was a bit expensive, but well worth it. And then I looked up at the sky. Then we ate as we walked. I thought about going to see a movie, but gave up because it would eat up a lot of our time. Well, like 2 hours? Come on. We teased Hirasaka as she sang in front of the station. Then we went to look for clothes for Alice. Now is this actual? No, this is Dream Hirasaka, so... I was going to buy a swimsuit for her too, but then I got carried away and picked out a bikini, and well, Alice glared at me and we didn't buy anything in the end. Damn it. We'll get you in that bikini one day. You know, we haven't actually had a beach episode. That's crazy. We've had Santa episode, but eventually the sun set.
ずいぶん遊んだかな。
Yeah, it must have been half a day. I didn't normally wear a watch, so if I didn't look at my cell phone, I couldn't tell what time it was. I don't even have a watch. Felt like the day had gone by in a flash. But it also felt like it had been a really long time. Half the day had passed and the sky was now completely dark. Well then.
トールがなんかニヤニヤしてる。嫌な予感がする。
I got a bad feeling about this. I'm not grinning. And why would you have a bad feeling?
それは暗くなってきたし。どこか二人きりになれるところに行こう。
Oh, hush you. Alice mumbled something. True, it's gotten dark, so maybe it's about that time.
いい頃って何が
Just like it's about that time. Huh? Well, of our last destination on the date, of course.
最後
Oh my god, we've barely seen this Alice face. Yeah, to be honest, I hadn't decided what to do until it got dark. But ever since it got dark, I've been thinking about what to do, and, Alice, what's wrong? Alice suddenly blushed and moved away from me, trembling slightly. It looked like there were tears in her eyes. What's wrong?
どうしたんだって。そんな軽く言うけど、どうかするってば。
Let me just wipe these away.
私にも心の準備ってものがあって、いや、できてないわけじゃないというか、 それもありかもというか。
She has the completely wrong idea.
だけど、トールってば、さっきからもしかしてずっとそのことばっかり考えてたの？
He's just like, but of course! Well, not the whole time, but I was thinking about what we do after this. Alice's face got redder and redder.
じゃあ、ご飯食べてる時とか、さっきも着替えてる時に何想像されてたんだろう。
Alice? I knew that she had the wrong idea, but I didn't know what exactly she had in mind. I didn't understand it, but she looked like she was scared. That kind of hurt.
その、さっきも言ったけど、決して嫌なわけじゃなくてね。
Good, but I still haven't said where we're going, have I?
そうだけど、トールなら変なところは行かないって信じてるよ。
No, you derp. The way she said it didn't make it sound like she trusted me that much. Hey, Alice, where do you think we're going?
トールの部屋？
She sees the pervert. Why would we do that? Alice froze, confused.
じゃあ、どこに行くの？
It's not that I don't want to, but I just... Oh, jeez. I didn't know what she was making such a fuss about. The CQ building. Stupid. I love when the misunderstandings happen like that. Oh god, the very top too. We went in during that whole Christmas debacle and passed by it numerous times during our dream. It was the tallest building in the city, and it had a great view from the top. I opened the heavy metal door with a key I created, and we went through.
ちょっと寒いね。
I always thought your clothes looked a little light. Well, she wears like a short skirt, so... Alice wasn't a mini skirt, see? With much of her thighs exposed. Oh, yeah. And her sweat coat was light at best. Her outfit was something fit for more of like a fall or a spring. Oh.
でも、なんでここに来たの？
One, the panty shot, and look at us. We're actually smiling for once. I have a friend who has this weird pet theory. By friend, I meant Tetsuya. He told me that dates with girls should be like this. Maybe he's influenced me a little too much.
その哲也って変な趣味だったりしない？外が好きとか。
Still fucking, god damn it. I guess he's more of an outdoor guy than an indoor guy. But what did Alice have the wrong idea about? But he told me that you should always go to the planetarium when you're on a date with a girl. I figured that since things had gone so well with Tetsuya and Asahi, it wasn't a bad idea. I didn't have as much experience, so I didn't fully believe it. Oh.
だけどここプラネタリウムじゃないけど？
It's close enough. We can make it, right? It's the dream. We can do whatever we want. I think I can make something better. Oh god. I snapped my fingers. This was the same as the worlds Maya had created. Since I could do what Maya did, I should be able to mold this place according to my will. Oh. Together with a snapping sound, plants began to grow all over the town. They grew taller than the buildings and covered all the lights. Oh.
街が森になってく。
Even if I couldn't rewrite the whole world, this was the least I could do, especially since I wasn't afraid of the forest anymore. See, if I do this, then isn't the sky just like a planetarium, like blocking out all the lights? Oh, there were hardly any lights coming from the town. We could see a vast expanse of stars in the sky. A sky full of stars, perhaps. The whole sky was full of them. With hardly any artificial lights, this was an ideal place to observe the night sky. It was the same as the night in the forest. She's so amazed. Except this time, light poured down from the moon and stars, completely unhindered by any trees.
綺麗。
Alice looked up in astonishment. It was as if this was the first time she had ever seen the sky like this. That time with Santa, we didn't have time to leisurely look at the sky. Back then, it had taken all of our all just to respond to the situation, let alone relax and stargaze. Looking up again, I marveled at the beautiful starry sky that Tsukyu could have had. Brain. We watched the sky without saying anything.
ねえ、トール、
What?
何も聞かないの？
About what? Even though we both had things on our mind, we weren't saying anything. This wasn't the place for me to say anything. At least that's what I believed.
うん。やっぱりなんでもない。
Alice shook her head a little sadly and looked up at the sky. I didn't know if it was exactly as I wished, or if this night sky had the same consolations as in real life, but we continued to gaze, completely enthralled by the night sky. Jesus. Oh, there you go. How about that, Alice? I like that. It was beautiful. Hey, Alice. When the moon had sunk a bit, I spoke up.
何？
Is this fun? Is this fun doing this with me?
うん。楽しいよ。
Alice nodded, her eyes still somewhat sad. Well, in that case, what was I going to say? I almost wavered in what I planned to do. That wasn't it. There was no point in saying that to Alice. That would mean I didn't see her as Alice. It wasn't a matter of being ungrateful, but Alice was the one I wanted to help. So there would be no point in capturing Alice and keeping her for my own convenience. What should we do now?
考えてなかったの？
If I said I had planned until tomorrow morning, then it could only be one thing, right? Oh, Jesus.
それは考えてたんだ。
Was that the reason you were so flustered before? Was that what you were thinking about?
さあ、何のことだか。
I don't know what you're talking about, Baka. Space Marines. So she said, but given her earlier reactions, it made sense. I hid my inner unrest and looked up at the sky. I was gonna drop you off when you were satisfied.
そんなこと言って、私の帰るところないの知ってるくせに。
That feels really bad. Normally it was Sagi's house. Sometimes it was my apartment. Other than that, she just wandered around. It was true that there was nowhere to drop her off. When I looked at Alice, she was giving me a look as if she were secretly hoping for something else. Well then, you're probably cold, so shall we warm up in my apartment?
それ、エッチな意味で。
If you want, I ain't gonna say no. Alice smiled when I said that.
エッチ。
Who? Me? Aren't you one too?
でもトールってエッチだよね。
No, you. Well, yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't feel like denying it.
そうだね。やっぱり寒いし、このままトールの部屋に行こうかな。
Those words got me a little excited.
だけど、もうちょっと空見てていいかな。
You can look as long as you want, as long as it doesn't cut into diddly time. If I said no, it would mean I had absurdly low self-control.
本当だよね。
We gave each other a wry smile. Oh, We stayed a little longer, gazing up at the steadily changing night sky. Oh, here comes some diddle-hoozle. You know what I mean. This goddamn giant flower just sprouting right from the bed. By the time night was almost over, we were back in my apartment. It was early enough in the morning that the city was still asleep, so we closed the door behind us slowly to prevent any noise. Whew, my apartment's cold too. Oh god, I need to turn on the heater and the kotatsu. I took off my coat, placed it on the hanger, and Alice turned on the heater. Thank you. There was an electronic beep as warm air slowly began to seep from the heating unit. Back Sprite. I gently grabbed Alice's hand from behind. She let out a short gasp and turned toward me as I brought her to face me. I gently kissed her on the lips. Woo-hoo! You aren't surprised?
驚かないよ。私もトールとキスしたいなって思ってたから。
Alice. Oh no. Alice closed her eyes and gently raised her chin toward me. I brought my face close to hers and slowly kissed her again. Oh, Jesus. Just jumping right on into that, huh? Wait, am I on my back? Oh yeah, I think I am. Oh, hey. That's a very nice view of thighs. I'm not complaining about this. You guys can't see it. Unless you want to, then I'll see you then. But if you don't, okay, bye. Well, this isn't what I expected after it was done. A drop fell onto the sheets. I probably can guess why she's crying. Tears streamed down Alice's cheeks. It seemed like she was trying not to cry, but she couldn't hold back. Alice? Oh, Jesus. That was all she could say as she wiped the tears from her cheeks with the palms of her hands like a child. Why what?
だってトール覚えてるんでしょ。私が僕がしたことをトールは全部覚えてるんでしょ。
Well, yes. Yeah, I remember.
じゃあどうしてなんでこんなことするの？
Doing what? Oh.
私はトールたちにあんなことしたんだよ。夢を見せて巻き込んで目を覚まそうとしたら邪魔をして全部忘れさせて、そんなひどいことした相手になんでトールは優しいの？
Did you do that because you wanted to, though?
そうだよ。
Alice said with a sour expression.
夢の内容がどうとか関係ない。どんな夢であったとしても私が僕が夢から逃がさなかったそのことには違いないから。
Even if you didn't know, even if you didn't mean to, it's still your fault, is what you're saying.
そうだよ。それに私はもう分かってる。知らないわけじゃない。
Shedding tears and sniffling, Alice moved off of me.
トールがね、もしも知らないって言うなら本当に知らない。覚えてなくて。私とこうしてるのがいいって言うならそれが嬉しいって思っちゃった。
So it's no good if I do remember. Alice shook her head.
覚えててくれてよかった。できれば忘れてて欲しかったけど、だけど忘れたならもう私には会わないで欲しかった。
So it's just a loop of sad. Well, things didn't go that smoothly. Because I remembered. I had no choice but to come see Alice. There was nothing else I could do.
だからだけど
That's why... what?
ダメだよ。忘れたトールとは会いたくない。どんな顔して会えばいいのかわからない。私が会いたいからって僕のしたことを知らないトールと一緒になんていられない。
But I do remember.
だとしたらなんで私に優しいの？
That's because I was embarrassed to say this to her face after we had done this, but it's because I love you. Ugh! Alice's mouth tightened and she looked down.
バカだよ。
Dot, 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 dot.
みんなのこと好きだったんじゃないの？
I won't deny that I've had those dreams. Those feelings had been serious. And it wasn't that those feelings had disappeared either. But this isn't those dreams. The one I love now is you. And the one I want to help the most is you. All we're doing is asking each other questions, huh?
だってトールがわけのわからないことばっかり言うから。
Well, I'm a nonsensical guy. So you say, but then why did you do this with me?
私だってトールのこと好きだよ。だからだよ。だけど私は僕じゃないんだよ。
Me? Yeah, that's true. You're Toriumi, but you're not Yuko.
そうだよ。なのにどうして私みたいな本物じゃない偽物を好きだなんて言うの？実際にはいないんだよ。
Yeah, but I only learned that you didn't exist after I fell in love with you.
なんで？じゃあどうしてした後に諦めなかったの？
There was no reason to. Alice glared at me.
どうして？
Oh no. I loved you, so I couldn't help it. And not only that, I want to help you. For you to keep lamenting in a dream like this, it's not right. Even if you aren't Toriumi yourself.
私は
She violently wiped away her tears.
私はトールに助けてもらいたくない。
Well, a little late for that, huh? No matter how much she wiped them away, the tears kept spilling out.
嬉しいなんて思っちゃいけなかった。後悔とか償いとかじゃなくてトールのことが好きだから。エッチもしたけどだけど幸せなのがこんなに怖くて不安だったら知らなければよかった。しなければよかった。
Are you scared of me?
トールが怒らないのが怖い。なんで？
There's no reason for me to get angry. For example, if Toriumi had maliciously trapped us in that dream and toyed around with us, then maybe I would have gotten mad. But not only did Toriumi not know why this happened, to her, it was only a dream. A dream that would disappear as soon as she woke up. And when she was asleep, Toriumi was Alice, so she hardly knew anything. In these circumstances, what was I to get angry about?
嘘。もっと怒ってよ。それで私に僕に会いたくないって思ってよ。
I have enough people who aren't honest with themselves like that on my hands. Come to think of it, the fact that Maya had appeared had been altered by Toriumi as well. Not everything went the way Maya wanted, but in the end, it seemed like she wanted me to hate her, so that I, in my stupidity for not being able to forget my sister due to my regret, would be able to let go of her. Don't want to see me, huh? You think that'll be enough to make me give up? What do you think this is? I couldn't tell what Alice was hesitating to say.
なんでさよならしてくれないのかな。
Saying goodbye in a situation like that would leave a seriously bad taste in my mouth.
じゃあこれからどうするっていうの。
Alice looked at me with trembling eyes.
どうするの。私のことが好きだなんて言って、私は僕が目を覚ませば消えちゃうんだよ。
That's right.
やだよ。そんなのやだよ。わけがわからなくなってくる。どうすればいいの。トールとずっと一緒にいたい。だけどそんなのもう私が嫌だよ。
God, you
ト
just...
ールだってそんなの嫌だよね。
You just feel the torment. Yeah. Sorry, but I don't intend to stay in a dream forever.
だったらどうして来たの。
I came here because I couldn't abandon you. No, you and Toriumi. I didn't know how well I managed to convey what I was feeling.
僕も本当におせっかいだよね。
I wonder how many people have said that. Toriumi's voice crept into Alice's.
だけど見捨てないってどうするの。僕が夢から覚めれば私は消える。夢を見たままならきっとそうだね。僕はいつかのトールみたいになる。
If that happens, then you'll never be able to wake up again, whether you are Toriumi or Alice.
そうだね。つまり
Alice murmured quietly.
どの道もう私の夢は叶わないんだ。
She gave a sad but pretty smile.
トールと一緒にいるのは我慢できない。起きれば夢になって消える。眠ったままでもいつかは消える。バカだな、トールって。そんな相手を好きだなんて。
Well,
さきちゃん、弥生も稽古だっているのに、なんで。
next thing I knew, Alice was holding a key in her hand. Hey, Alice. Well, wait, I came here to help you too.
いいよ、無理しなくて。
Oh no. She stuck the key into the featureless wall. Oh, god damn it. A square line ran across the wall and formed a door instantly. Where are you going?
どこに行こうか。とりあえず。
God damn it. I got out of bed and extended my arm, but I couldn't reach her. This was inside Toriumi's dream. If she wanted it to be a certain way, that's how it would be. Alice!
今はトールのいないところに行きたい。
She turned the key with a quiet clunk. Hey!
好きだから。だけど嫌いだから。会いたいけどもう会いたくないの。だから
Man, we got some crazy feelings going on over here.
さよなら。
Hey, hey! No. No, she opened the door. But, two hands extended from the other side. Oh, Jesus. Before Alice could react, the hands grabbed her.
逃がすと思った
Aha! Backup showed up. Maya giggled with a smile that would make anyone who saw it worry. She had captured Alice before she could understand what had happened. Oh, Jesus. Then she gave me a look and pulled Alice through the door. Oh, hell. Hey! Fuck. I was suddenly able to move again, so I leapt out of the bed, but it was too late. The wall had turned back into a normal wall, and the key Alice had used had disappeared too. God damn it! Then, like it always did, my surroundings collapsed as if they were made of sand melting into air. Fuck! Before I could scream, the ground disappeared beneath me, leaving me floating in nothingness. It felt like I was falling. My vision spun around. Whoa. Oh, that was a transition. Fucking Maya. Oh my god. Toriumi cried out as I suddenly fell into the room. Hello! I'm here. Ah! I braced myself on the side of the bed. I'd pretty much gotten used to suddenly falling into this room.
なんで急に降ってくるとか何を考えてるんだ
Listen. Seeming very surprised, Toriumi was sitting up and holding her blanket up to her chest. She looked as if she had just been assaulted, or as if someone had just climbed in through the window. Well, I mean, I basically did. Though that wasn't too far from what had actually happened. What am I supposed to say?
だってどうしてもう僕の夢には出ないようにってそうしたはずなのに
It doesn't help when I just force myself back in, right? Maybe that's what you intended to do, but I was just with Alice. You were watching, weren't you?
それは
Well, yeah, where Alice is, she's basically the like they described it in the crowd watching. Toriumi looked away.
というか内藤君僕というかアリスにあんなことして何のつもりなんだよ
No, I didn't really put too much thought into it. That was just me winging it. Would it be appropriate to say that they were the same person? I did kind of see them both back there. And it looked like Toriumi knew what Alice and I had done. Then again, how much did she know about Alice getting captured by Maya? Well, whew, that's a scary thought. From what I could tell, it had appeared that she had just taken Alice away and dropped me in here.
それもだけどそれだけじゃなくて今また夢から追い出そうとしたのに何したの
Well, I can't really explain myself. It was something Maya did on her own. Maya does a lot of things. Maya was to me what Alice was to Toriumi. She was probably another self I created in my dreams or a part of myself. So in that respect, they were similar, but there was a major difference in that I didn't see what Maya saw. So even if you ask me why, I can't answer. Toriumi looked like she wanted to protest, but she held back. If you're curious, then why don't you ask Alice? Actually, what's the relationship between you and Alice?
どんなって眠ってる時の僕だよだから聞いてみようにも今は無理だよ
That meant that Toriumi must be awake in her hospital room. In other words, she didn't know what was happening to Alice. This was Maya we were talking about, so I didn't think she would have let Alice escape. But what exactly was she doing? That's a scary thing. Maybe Toriumi was worried about that too, because she looked at me questioningly.
それで何しに来たんだい
So we might have a situation. I came here to wake you up. Toriumi looked more and more wary.
僕が目を覚ますとアリスは消えるよ
Maybe that's a good thing. Right now. Yeah, probably.
そうだろうなってなんで簡単に言うのさっきまであんなことしてたくせに
Would you rather her disappear than, you know, Maya can be doing things.
消えるって分かった相手だから適当にやり捨てたの？
That'd be pretty fucked up, but no, that's... Do you seriously believe that?
少しは疑ってるよ。君たちの時々言う後腐れのない相手だからね。そう思っていたとしてもおかしくないかな。
I have no such intentions.
じゃあどうしてアリスが消えるって分かってて僕を起こそうなんて言うんだい？
Because, Toriumi, if I let you be, you'll just die, won't you? Damn, and she said, and she would die with her. Though it was an arbitrary or delusional assumption of mine, I had almost died under similar circumstances. You saw me before I was hospitalized, before I started having lucid dreams and was trying to escape into my dreams, right? You're the same now. At this rate, you'll stop being able to wake up.
それがどうかしたの？
Maybe I want that. I can't abandon you. That was what it came down to. I simply couldn't leave her to just disappear into the dream.
もしも内藤君が僕の夢を壊すって言うならアリスは夢を守るために邪魔をするはずだ。
Shit, man. Probably. She's already done so many times. Alice was the one who would instinctively protect Toriumi's ideal world. She must have had rules regarding how to act accordingly whenever I tried to destroy that dream. But like Alice said back there, if I don't help you, then Alice will go down with you anyway. Alice and Toriumi were one. If I wanted to save Alice, I had to save Toriumi first.
まさかアリスを助けられると思ってるの？
To be honest, I'm not confident whether I can save Alice, as she is. Just as Alice said before, that was the stalemate. If I woke Toriumi up, Alice would disappear into a dream. But if Toriumi failed to return from her dreams, Alice would still eventually disappear.
僕をほっといてくれれば内藤君がアリスといられる時間は伸びる。そうは思わないかい？
How could I stand the guilt if I did that? Huh? My heart wasn't strong enough to be able to enjoy our time together if it meant abandoning someone else. I'm a meddler, remember? This is literally what I do. Besides, Alice had been crying, saying that we couldn't be together whether I remembered or not.
好きな子を消すのには耐えられるのに自分勝手じゃないかな。
...
昨日の夜君たちを夢から弾き出すとき僕じゃなくてアリスは本気だったよ。もう会えない。会うつもりはない。そう言って君たちと別れたのに。なのに内藤君はここにのこのこやってきてその上アリスとイチャイチャした挙句お前を消すなんて言う。
I mean, it sounds pretty bad.
ほんと随分とひどい男だね君は。
But that's not... Look, alright? Say whatever you want. Toriumi gave me a confused look, probably because I wasn't as shaken as she expected.
おかしいね。君はそんなに強かったっけ？
It took me a long time to get to this point. Thanks to a certain someone, I've been able to come to terms with many things. I had struggled to come to terms over and over within this dream. Maybe it was because I had done that over and over, but now that I could see what I was capable of, I had no intention of stopping. I won't allow you to run away into a dream like this, understand? And I don't intend to abandon Alice either. But I don't know whether I can save her or not. So I'm gonna test the waters to see if I'm right.
それで内藤君が間違っていた場合は？
Well, then things will probably just go the way you want them to. Nothing as awful as me dying or Alice disappearing right away would happen. In other words, Toriumi would just die slowly and painlessly in her sleep. Tonight's dream is one of Maya's dream. One of her dream come true dreams, which you've seen plenty in the past. Come to think of it, this last dream might have been Alice's wish in dream form. And with this dream, Toriumi, your wish will come true. Although it seems your original wish was for you to drown amidst dreams and slowly disappear. She didn't even need Maya's help to be swallowed up by her dreams. She'd been averting her eyes from the reality of her ailing body and escaped into dreams from the beginning. I'm going to destroy that dream, just like I've done many, many times before. I'm going to chase you through your old memories, find your wish, and make it to where you are, no matter what. With that declaration, all emotion vanished from Toriumi's face.
何を自分勝手なことばかり言ってるんだい。
Meddling. What's wrong with that? You were selfishly trying to die, so I selfishly came to save you. Come to think of it, if you thought about how Maya created dreams like that and then dropped us into them, and if you interpreted that in a very favorable way, maybe those nightmares were so we wouldn't be swallowed up by the fun, happy dreams that Toriumi created. Or it might have been my own subconscious, resisting the urge to be swallowed up by a dream. But this is all just speculation. Hirasaka was worried about you. Tetsuya and Asi are wondering where you've been. Even Saki and Club Prez will probably be sad if Alice doesn't wake up. After all, how long do you think we've known each other? We had repeated things over and over. They might not remember anything, but we'd known each other much longer than a single night's dream. And in the end, no matter what anyone says, no matter what you wish for, there's no way never waking up could be a good thing.
それは君が今元気だからだ。
It's okay. Toriumi gripped her blanket tight enough for the tips of her fingers to turn white.
わかるのか？普通にすら暮らせないことがどういうことか。ゆっくり普通から遠ざかっていくその怖さが。
We kind of aren't in that position, so, you know.
学校にも行けない。友達だっていない。病院の中が僕の場所だ。
Hey, hey, hey.
そんなところにずっといる僕が。
Shh. You do have friends. Shh. Shh.
せめて夢で自由になりたい。その時間を楽しみたいと思って何がいけない。
There's nothing wrong with that. I'm telling you that it's wrong to think it's okay to run away into a dream and die.
君だって思ったはずだ。それに内藤君と僕は全然違う。僕には君にとってのサキちゃんみたいな相手はいない。
Then I'll be that person. You stupid.
確かに悲しんでくれる人がいるかもしれない。けれど僕は。
No, that's no good. Don't say that it's okay if you die. I won't abandon you. Even without taking Alice into account, you can't, Toriumi. You need to wake up. I won't let you die while you dream away.
なんで？
Because you're running away. You said slowly, but you're not dead. If your health improves, you might be able to come to school. So get it together. Whether your body's weak or what, live like it's not an issue.
自分がどれだけ上から偉そうなことを言ってるか分かってるかい？
Do you really know my health problems? Like, I know, but I don't intend to just say it. Oh God. I took a step toward Toriumi and she backed away on the bed. Where are you gonna go? Unconcerned, I took hold of her hand. I'll be with you. I'll do anything I can, so live.
なんでそこまで？
Live, damn you! Because I'm alive because someone did the same for me. And I'm really glad. Maya died and I almost died too. But Saki saved me. I'm going to wake you up now. After that, I'll help you as much as I can so you won't run away. Like Saki did for me, I was going to make up for what she lacked. I'll help anyone I'm capable of helping. I didn't care if I was being meddlesome, because that's my thing. I had to do it, because I had been helped that way myself. If I didn't, I'd regret it too much to live. This determination comes from how often I've repeated those dreams. I would do whatever I could. Even if Saki didn't help me, I was determined to live. So as the first step, as thanks for making me turn out this way, and for my sake and Alice's, I'm going to save you, Toriumi.
そんな、何でもするとか助けるとか言われても。
I'm still holding her hand. Bewildered, Toriumi tried to shake off my hand, but I wouldn't let go. Dude, I got a vice grip and she's ill. Who's gonna win?
僕を起こせば、だからアリスが消え。
Alice is you, isn't she? Alice was the one I loved, but if Alice was a part of Toriumi, then that was even more of a reason to save her. Toriumi looked at me and blushed. Her face looked like Alice's when she was embarrassed. Toriumi's flustered expression suddenly vanished. I had seen that once before. No, multiple times by now. It was that person, and with Alice's face I'd seen so many times in that room. She was the one who tried to erase my memories. The strength drained from my body. I must have been trying to protect Toriumi's dream. Hey, no, none of that. I collapsed onto the bed, as if I were lying across her lap. Still, expressionless, Toriumi looked down on me.
全部忘れて。
No, don't do it!
話せばいい。
Oh, shit, hold on. I clicked the thing. Oh, I'm stressed out. Do the thing.
全部忘れて。目を覚ませばいい。
Can you do it? I tried to force a smile with all my strength, but my vision went dark. Son of a bitch! Excellent! Still here. Oh, no, where, this is Alice. Fuck. Whew! Everything's, Brain, Space Marines, Dreams, Toriumi, Alice, help! I'm saving the world. And by the world, I mean, you know.